Look, we may not have Napa Valley or the New York Finger Lakes region when it comes to winemaking, but Florida does have a growing wine industry, just not the kind you're thinking of. In typical Florida fashion, the wine made here may not include grapes. So, how is wine made? Hey, it's Katie, and on this week's episode of Welcome to Florida, we're talking all about Florida's wine industry. It's anything but traditional, so if you're into wine, you're gonna wanna put those grapes away and buckle up, because it's time to take out the oranges and blueberries and pretty much any other fruit that you can think of. Florida is known for its fruit, growing about a quarter of the produce you'll find in the US. And when it comes to oranges, Florida takes first place for the most amount grown yearly. But for winemaking grapes, Florida doesn't do so well. The state's warm climate and presence of Pierce's disease, a bacteria that kills grapevines by clogging their water-conducting vessels, means varieties like Chardonnay and Cabernet Sauvignon just don't grow well here. But that doesn't mean you can't make grape wine in Florida. The muscadine grape can grow in this climate, fending off the heat and the bugs.
Here, very thick-skinned grape. So you get a lot of flavors from that skin.
As a result, it produces a very sweet wine that some describe as tasting like grape juice. That hasn't stopped the wine industry in Florida though, specifically in the Tampa Bay area. I'm at Florida Orange Groves Winery and they specialize in fruit wine. This family-owned winery was the first in Florida to start making and selling fruit wine, and it's right here in St. Pete. Orange, cranberry, mango, guava, even key lime, pretty much any fruit you can think of, they probably have it. And in sparkling and slushy versions too, and even wine made from those muscadine grapes. These large fermenting tanks will hold the wine while it ferments, taking anywhere from days to weeks. And those oak barrels, that's for the fancy stuff. But making fruit wine isn't simply about letting it sit until it ferments. Since all fruits are different from each other, figuring out how long it needs to ferment is a skill.
The wine that takes us the longest to make is definitely the key lime, just because of the high acid level in there. So we have to keep that one on life support as we ferment away.
The more sugar in the fruit, the shorter it takes to ferment. Oranges and mangoes aren't the only ways to make wine taste good. Up in Plant City, Keel and Curly Winery are making blueberries a wine favorite. This winery started off as a plant nursery, but gradually started growing blueberries. And in 2003, it turned those blueberries into wine. Since then, the farm has expanded to 35 acres, which includes a peach orchard, animals, and of course, blueberries. But making wine from blueberries can have its challenges, and it's taken years to perfect the process.
Grapes are super sweet and have tons of sugar. When you make blueberries have less sugar than grapes, which means you're going to get less alcohol. So, that's one of the challenges with other fruits.
And in making wine out of different fruits, Keel says he wants it to be a fun learning experience about Florida's agriculture.
And Florida agriculture is diminishing, right? Every day there's acres lost to development or just whatever. And what's produced in our state agriculturally is dropping, slowly but surely. And agritourism is one of those things that I think can really keep it going.
Who knew that you don't need grapes at all to make some delicious wine? And here in Florida, you could find pretty much any type of fruit wine that you can imagine. Considering the move to Florida, or maybe you're already here, well, tell me what you want to know about. You can email me at mjones@10tampabay.com, or you can find me on Twitter at KatieJonesTV. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment below, and hit that subscribe button because we have new episodes dropping every week from this series, our So About That series, and Jenna's investigative series, What's Brewin', all here on The Deeper Dive.